It seems now that winter has come, everyone starts to grow beards. I mean, look at me, I'm growing a beard. I know Dave is growing a beard. Is there a trend? Is it when the weather gets miserable and cold and it starts raining outside, everyone goes, why don't we make beards? Suddenly grow a beard. I don't know. Hi everyone, hello, it's me, Robert. This is kind of like, it's a ramblings basically, because it's the end of the month. It's Halloween! It's Halloween! Happy Halloween, everyone. I have to say that first of all. Yeah, it's been a busy month, especially these past 3 days. They have been, a lot is happening. So I might as well just get into it. For the past 3 days, I have been in Dublin, in Ireland, on a small break. It has been amazing. Some of the best times I've ever had. And Sammy was saying this better than I could. Whenever you go away on holiday, when you come back, it takes time to adjust. He went to America, and I know how that feels. Several years ago, I had 2 weeks out in Florida, and when you come back from Florida to Britain, it's hard to adjust. It really is. It took me quite a while to get over that, because it was probably one of the best holidays I ever had. It's not the same as coming back from Ireland, but I still miss it a lot. But yes, let's start with the Saturday first of all. Saturday I purchased a certain game which came out the day before. I played that a lot. I have to say I like it a lot. It's just awesome, really. You'll see that at the end of this video when I do the haul. But yeah, it's good. And then I went to see Ender's Game in the cinema. It's a good film. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's good. I like the themes that are running through it. It's a good sci-fi / fantasy type thing. It's good. Go and see it if you like sci-fi. If not, then just give it a miss and wait till it comes out on DVD, frankly. But yeah, so that was the Saturday. Then the Sunday was travelling day. It's weird to travel on the Sunday, I know, but hey, that's how things work. So yeah, got up to Gatwick, Heathrow. Flight over there was bumpy, to say the least, because apparently we had storms in this area. So while I was in Dublin with nice weather, they had terrible weather here. So hey, that's awesome. But yeah, the flight was quite bumpy. I mean, the plane was going like this as we was landing in Dublin. So it's sort of one wheel sort of landed, then the other wheel landed, then the other wheel landed, and then we finally actually touched down. It was quite hectic, really. It was quite turbulent, to say the least. But yeah, we arrived in Dublin, and just the rest of the day was just getting our bearings in the hotel, really. We didn't go out, because that was the Monday. Monday, we went and explored the city of Dublin. I have to say, Dublin is a nice city. Yes, it has some bad parts, but so do all cities, really. And I've seen worse cities, Brussels, than Dublin. And it's really nice, because where the hotel was, my window overlooked the Liffey, which is the main river running through it, and it was so nice, really nice. But yeah, we explored on the Monday, got our bearings, went through Temple Bar area, looked at all the bars, found Forbidden Planet. I brought something from Forbidden Planet on the first day. We then saw the marathon that was going on, because it was a bank holiday in Ireland on the Monday, so nothing was open really, so we was just kind of getting our bearings and walking around. Went into a chocolate shop. What was it called? It's a famous Irish chocolate shop. Begins with B, I know that. I can't remember the rest. Something, but yeah, delicious chocolates from there. And then we just casually keep walking around. And then later on in the evening, we had dinner in the actual hotel restaurant, which was very nice. The hotel was very, very, very nice. Hopefully I have some images at the end of this video, but yeah, it was quite cool. And so then, the Tuesday, which was the big day for me, because Tuesday I met with Luke Hollywood. Luke, if you're watching this, my word, sir, you are amazing in person. You are just a true gentleman, sir. Thank you for guiding me around Dublin, even though you probably didn't have a clue where we was going as well. But yeah, thank you for showing me all the comic book shops, all of the just glorious stuff, so that I could have purchased all the. It was just brilliant. Thank you. We had a wonderful day, and I just can't wait to see you again at AA next year. It's just crazy that I'm going to have to wait nearly a year to see you. Wow. Jeez. But yeah, met up with Luke at about 1ish. Then we walked around, went to Dublin City Comics, which, if you don't know, it's their main comic book shop. Nick Roche has been in there apparently a couple of times. Quite interesting. Picked up a load of stuff from there. It's very nice. I had a chat with the owner, who Luke knows. Went to Smythe's, Toy Master and Tesco's just to look around at that Beast Hunters Prime stuff. There wasn't much in there. Well, there was for Luke, but I'm not really into the Prime Beast Hunter stuff at the moment. I'm concentrating on older toys. But yeah, and then we went back to the hotel room. We recorded a review for Iaconic Reviews. That will be coming out in December time, maybe January. It may be the Christmas episode that we put up, but yeah, it's only short. It was quite funny because yeah, this comic series we don't normally talk about much on the podcast. It's Transformers, but we don't normally talk about it. But it's quite funny just to pick up a random issue of it and just review it, which we did. And also I tried to record a video for that. It recorded most of it, so hopefully I'll put that up on YouTube sometime once I've edited it, because you can't see a damn thing. The lighting is so bad. It is really bad. Jeez. But yeah, he recorded that and then he had to shoot. Thank you once again for the presents, Luke. Brilliant. And thanks to the crisps, the Irish crisps. They were delicious. They weren't really nice. Yeah, and then he left. Wednesday was when we was leaving, but we didn't leave until later on. So the first part of Wednesday we looked around the museum. The Ireland's National Museum. It used to be army barracks. It's a huge place. Got masses of artifacts in there. It's a pretty cool time actually. And then we got the flight back and arrived back in England at about 7 o'clock in the evening, and got back here at about 9ish yesterday evening. So yeah, it was a pretty full week, to be honest. Yeah, it's been a pretty hectic couple of days, but I've enjoyed every moment of it. So hey, the rest of the month, actually nothing's much happened. The rest of the month has been pretty boring compared to that. I mean, I've been busy with the podcast, but apart from that, it's been a bit dull, really. And this was sort of like just a nice thing to come at the end of the month. So that is my ramblings out the way. I will not talk any further. Now, onto the actual stuff I brought. So, onto the haul. First off, I'm going to go in order of non-Transformer stuff. Firstly, I picked up this. I mean, come on. Who shouldn't pick up this quite awesome game, which I have only actually played probably about 15% of it, because I played it on the Saturday and then I've been away for the past couple of days. I'll play some more today, but it's good. It's not made by Rocksteady, which puts a lot of people off, and people are like, I don't know whether to buy it. It's good. It's good. It has the same fighting styles as Arkham City, and it doesn't really improve on that, but still, the storyline is it's up to the standard of Arkham games. Plus, the boss fights are such improvement. My goodness, they are improvement. Especially the Deathstrokes boss fight is wow. Yeah, that's quite cool. It's just awesome. Plus, you get to actually play as a certain character that everyone likes. Not that I'm hinting towards anything, but yeah. Go and buy the game if you're a Batman fan, because I certainly am. I've loved the other two Arkham games. They actually what got me into Batman in the first place. I never used to like it till I played those games, and then they sort of opened up a world for me, so I was bound to buy Arkham Origins, frankly. Next, staying with the Batman theme, and staying with the Arkham actual theme, is this. Batman, Arkham City, DC's Direct, or Collectibles, or whatever they're called nowadays. Batman, Ra's al Ghul from Series 2 of their figure line, which is awesome. Ra's al Ghul is probably one of my second favourite villains in the Batman universe. Because he's just so cool. I love the League of Assassins. The first being Clayface, but they haven't made a Clayface figure for Arkham. I really wish they should though. they must make a Clayface figure for Arkham, and then I would buy it. I mean, they've made a Solomon Grundy, a Killer Croc, and a Joker Titan, so why not make a Clayface? I mean, hell, it was the final boss battle of the Arkham City. Spoiler, sorry. But yeah, I got Ra's al Ghul. Really nice looking figure. I should review him. I haven't had many good experiences with DC Collectibles. The last time I brought a figure for them, it was the Mass Effect. It was Grunt from Mass Effect 3. I have reviewed that. Go and check out the review. And yeah, I wasn't over impressed because he didn't have masses of articulation, but this figure looks a lot. I've seen reviews of him and he does have quite a lot of articulation in the upper torso, so that's cool. I'll open him, do a review of him, of course. I've got so much stuff to review now. I should actually start getting into reviews. I know I said that last month and the month before, but hey, you know, I'm sorry. Next thing, a couple of books. First thing is this, the DC's Ultimate Character Encyclopedia. I'm only a fan of Batman, I will say that. I do not know half of the characters in this book, and this was meant to be reading on the plane material, which I did on the way back, but not on the way to Dublin. So I only started reading this yesterday, and half of the stuff in here I just don't have a clue who these are. But I do like it. I love the book because the artwork. I mean, let's try and find my favourite character. C. Bear with me a minute. There. Clayface. And it's laid out as one character per page, with sort of like only brief bits of information on each of them. But it's still nice. It's still cool. I think there's over 200 characters in here. It's massively ridiculous. So I'm going to have fun looking through this, finding out characters I don't know about DC, which is quite a lot. Anyway, I prefer DC over Marvel. I was actually talking to Tom about that the other day over Skype, having quite an interesting conversation. Who do you prefer, DC or Marvel? Comment below. Then the second book I picked up was a book which is going to mean a lot if you are a fan of the series, because of what's happening in the next couple of weeks. It's this, Doctor Who, a history of the universe in 100 items or objects. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a very good book. It has everything. It doesn't just have the new series, it has the classic series. I mean, look at that, look at that. I've just flicked through a page. You've got the insides of a Vok robot from Robots of Death. It's just brilliant. Before you could only get that as part of the DVD files collection, which I did collect. It's got so many lovely things in it. It's unbelievable. I just absolutely love it. I haven't read it at all. I didn't take this to Dublin with me, so I've still got to sort of read up on it. But it just looks so good. But yeah, the reason this is important, 50th anniversary this month coming. So the videos that are probably going to be coming out on the channel over the next couple of weeks are going to be Doctor Who related, because I am a Whovian. I love Doctor Who, mainly the classic series. So yeah, I will be making more Doctor Who videos. But if you're a Doctor Who fan, buy this book because it's just brilliant, basically. Okay, Transformers wise, let's start off with books, actually, comics to be precise. The one comic I purchased while I was in Dublin, and which you'll probably know is the review me and Luke did, is this, Transformers Regeneration 1 issue 0. Not the first issue of Regeneration 1, this takes place between issue 95 and 94, or 94 and 95. Actually, what's the next one? 90... it doesn't say. 90, yeah, in between 94 and 95. I really actually like this, and if you know Luke, and you know he likes a certain artist within the Transformers comics, you'll know why he'll like this, if you've read this. It's good, it's good. Of course, I don't get half of the stuff that's in here, because I haven't read up much on the Generation 1 Marvel comics, and I haven't read much of Regeneration 1, actually, so when we was doing the review, it was quite funny. But it's still good. It's still awesome. I do like the artwork for some of it. It's good. If you're into Regeneration 1, pick this up, obviously. I picked it up because hey, I like the art, okay? I'm not really into the story whatsoever. It's not like More Than Meets the Eye, where I buy it mainly for the story. The artwork is brilliant, but it's the story that catches you, whereas this, it's the artwork. Which is actually a summary of Regeneration 1 for me. It's just great artwork, but the story I'm not bothered with, frankly. I'm sure if I read more Generation 1 Marvel stuff I will be, but hey, it's cool. And plus the cover. Octane as a zombie. You gotta love that. Rat-Bat and Razorclaw as zombies. Zombie cons. I love it. Halloween. Yeah, see? It's all linked in. All links in. No, it doesn't. I just made that connection in there. The next one, book, which I picked up in Dublin, and I have to say this is one of my best purchases. Raz, if you're watching this, keep watching the video for the next couple of minutes, because I guarantee you will like this. I know you love your artwork in comics. You will like this, okay? You will like this, sir. Basically, I have never seen this book on the shelves. I've only seen it on Amazon for ridiculous amounts of prices. It is The Art of IDW's Transformers. What this book is basically most of the covers for up until Devastation in Transformers IDW, for Evolutions, for the movies, for the Generation 1 adaptation, for Evolutions Hearts of Steel, for Beast Wars, but it's done in the artists. So for instance, you turn the first page and you have Mark Bright and you have all of his work, and then you keep going further and you have Don Figueroa and you have, I have to show this because Raz loves that image, you have that, my word, that image of Prime from Stormbringer. Oh, look at that, it's brilliant, absolutely amazing. And then of course at the back you have like Nick Roche, you have Guido Guidi, you have, who else do you have? Trying to think now. But you also have pages where you have pullouts. You have ginormous pullouts. Look at that. I mean, come on, look at that. Look at that. It's awesome. Stormbringer. Go read it. People, go read it. And then you also have this. You also have designs and sketches by the artists. This book, if you love comics, if you love Transformers comics, if you like IDW, if you read IDW, if you've read some of the older IDW, which I say you should start off with really, and then go on to More Than Meets the Eye, then I would say read this, get this book. It's absolutely wonderful. It is just brilliant. I mean, you even have pages from the comics that are in black and white. For instance, that is from Devastation. You have, it's just utterly brilliant. I cannot rate it enough. Wow, I love it. I absolutely love it. Go and buy this now. You will not be disappointed. Trust me. It's just brilliant. They even have the fold-out pages from which all the covers make. Brilliant. So cool. 25 euros, which equivalents to like 23, 22 pounds. Worth it. Look how thick that is. It's worth it. Go and buy it. Now, anyway, once that praise is out of the way, onto another book which I think you should go and buy, which actually links in directly to that. It's Transformers Collection Volume 2. This collects the early IDW Transformers era stuff, which I've already got in trade, but the thing I got it for was, where's that page? Was Stormbringer. Stormbringer, because if you look on Amazon for Stormbringer, the trade, you will pay at least £100 or more. Whereas if you get this, you don't only get all of Stormbringer, you get all of Escalation, you get a ton of great spotlights, including Spotlight Cup, and it's only like £35. It's brilliant. And it's in a bigger format than you would get normally. So I have to say, go and buy this. It's brilliant. I mean, just flicking through it, it's bringing back so many memories of reading early IDW era stuff. Wow. Like Spotlight Optimus Prime, Spotlight Mirage, which Spotlight Cup, as I've already said, Spotlight Ultra Magnus. Oh, geez, some good stuff here. Escalation, Stormbringer. Go and read this. Get this if you're if you're getting into IDW, early IDW era, and you've picked up the first volume of this, buy the second one because there is tons of great content in this, and it's thick. It's really nice actually as a display. It's got this lovely image of Prime on the front, and on the back you've got Prime's gun. It's just brilliant. Go and buy this. It's worth it. 10 times brilliantly worth it. Talking of Spotlight Cup, I like the segue there. Yeah. Let's look at the figures I got from Dublin. And the first one is this. Generations Cup. Now, I don't have, or never had a Generations Cup. This is the first time I've ever got this mould, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Not only is it so G1, it's just screaming out IDW as well, but you've got so many neat features like the storage of the gun, like his transformation, like the way that the legs transform and the way that this whole front bit becomes his chest. It's just so nice. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm not going to do a review of it because otherwise I'll be here for hours, but it's just brilliant figure. I'm so glad I picked this up. It was in box. The box was open, but it was in box, and it was the American version, and I can prove that to you because I have the card back here, because it's got the bio on the back. So it was in card. So yeah, it's just amazing. I absolutely love it. I've transformed him a couple of times. Just really nice. He'll look great next to my hot rod. So yeah, brilliant. Moving on, another Generations figure which I've always wanted. Generations Scourge. Decepticon Scourge. In packaging, not opened at all. Yeah, not opened at all. And it's the American bio, so hey, I love it. It's brilliant. I'm going to open that today or tomorrow. And just, oh jeez. Scourge. Now I've got Galvatron, Cyclonus and Scourge. So I've got sort of the whole trio, which is brilliant. And then the last Transformer, the Transformer which actually I have wanting to get since they announced that they was going to try and blend in IDW comics with the Transformers toys, which I always thought was a great idea, but I just think that they're missing a trick here. Include stuff like Escalation, include a Stormbringer issue. Why don't you make, like, I don't know, make some of the Hasbro, make the Technobots and then include each of them with each issues of Stormbringer so that people go back and read these early IDW comics. But yeah, I'll stop there because otherwise I've gone on a rant. But yeah, it's one of the first waves of IDW Deluxes, and it's Trailbreaker, sorry, not Cutter, Trailbreaker. I'm not putting up with the rubbish sort of Hasbro name that they've given Trailbreaker. No way. This is Trailbreaker, not Trail Cutter. Jesus Christ. And it's the American version because you get the comic, which is so cool because now I have another copy of Spotlight Trailbreaker. Spotlight Trailbreaker. €25 like the rest of them. It's not that bad actually. I can't wait to open this. And if you know anything about Spotlight Cup, you know that this character and Cup, they have a thing going on. So it all links, it all ties in. But that's it for the haul. Quite a big haul actually. I'm excited to open some of this stuff and start reading some of these stuff. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I hope you people, listeners, watchers, viewers, whatever you want to call yourselves, I hope you've had a good month too. I mean, I've ranted on now for nearly probably like over half an hour about how my month's been so fantastically amazing. So yeah, but how was your month? Please comment below. I want to know. I want to get some discussion going. Discussion. Come on, people. Transformers discussions. Have you got Cup? What do you like about Cup? Have you got Trailbreaker? What do you like about Trailbreaker? Have you read some of the early IDW stuff? What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea that they're packing in newer IDW comics with the deluxes? Come on, let's get some discussion building up in the Transformers community, because let's face it, I haven't been doing anything for the past month. I haven't made hardly any videos. So many other people haven't made any videos. It's either been Dave or Bubs that have been continuing to make Transformers videos. So, I mean, we can't rely on those two. Come on, people, let's make some videos. So yeah, that pretty much does it for me today. just enjoy your day, guys, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Hopefully I'll do a review soon, hopefully. But until then,